Good morning, Guadalupe Radio Network listeners. Dave Palmer here with another edition of the GRN Interview of the Week on this Saturday morning. Hope you enjoyed the Father Graham homily this morning and hope you're having a great weekend. And I'm bringing you today a very interesting lady who is involved in a wonderful evangelization project a little bit east of the DFW area, but it's based in the Tyler Diocese, and I think that's local enough. I want to introduce you to Lori Harris. She is in studio with me today with her husband, Alan. Now, Alan's just kind of off mic, so he won't be talking. But hi, Lori, and thanks for being with us today.
Good morning, Dave.
Now, let me see if I can get this straight. Now, you were in the business, if I can say that, of bringing young people to Christ. And I know that's something that is so vitally important. So let me see if I can introduce you right. You are on the staff with a mission, Youth with a Mission. You are based in Garden Valley, Texas, which is in the Tyler Diocese. And you and your husband are sharing their gifting and experience in the training of God's people. I like it so far. So tell us, give us a thumbnail sketch of exactly what y'all are embarking on, because I know you're just starting this month, but really it's going to be picking up steam next year. And what is your project?
Well, Youth with a Mission is about a 50-year-old lay training mission organization. They work with Christians from all areas. Our emphasis particularly is to train young Catholics to be able to share their faith.
Okay, so I know, according to the information I have here, it's really just getting started this month.
Well,
and so, but I know you've been preparing this for a while. What exactly are you doing right now? Who's involved? Is the bishop on board? What exactly is going on?
The bishop's on board. We have a priest who is covering us. We have been working very close with Youth with a Mission K-teams, or what they're called, the Catholic K-teams, throughout Europe already, but there has not been anyone stateside willing to take on the project to get it started here.
Until you came along, right?
Well, so I tried to stay out of it.
Well, yes, obviously that didn't work too well. So this is the first, now K, just so people know, I know K stands for Kerygma, which is the initial proclamation of the gospel. This is the first K-Teams project in America, is that right?
Well, there have been a few K-Team staff who've been on the U.S. side but have never wanted to start a discipleship Catholic program stateside. Youth with a Mission has individual base ministries. They're called schools all over the U.S., all over the world. But in Garden Valley especially, there are many, many evangelization ministries, all kinds, that have been there since the late 70s. We are working under Youth with a Mission to start a Catholic branch stateside.
Okay, a Catholic branch stateside. Now, this is going to be for young people. What age are we talking about?
Oh, let's see. If you're 16 to about 106, you qualify.
Okay, so it's not specifically, in high school students or college students. It's anybody can be involved.
There are youth programs from age 13 and up. They do 3-week training and evangelization projects, mostly in Mexico, but they're all over the U.S. They do teams that will spend about 10 days teaching the students how to hear God's voice, how to respond to God, just forming their character more. Faith formation goals will be more concrete in that child. And they are children. They're still kids. But that's going to go on up into young married couples, or even like us, we're 50 plus.
But you're very youthful.
Thank you, Dave.
Now, what is the goal? Obviously, I would assume you want to build up these people that are involved to be able to go out and become missionaries and spread the good news of Jesus Christ, especially through the Catholic Church. So what is the end goal? What are you trying to accomplish?
The end goal is to see a Catholic work established stateside. We have always been, Alan and I have been together 26 years. We've been married. And we were interested from the beginning in discipleship programs. Many people know the Lord. They love the Lord. They just need to grow in their own personal faith and how to express it to others. As Catholics, we know that our kids get torn away many times into Protestant and evangelical groups that mean well. We don't think they don't mean well, but because our kids can't articulate their faith well enough, they're drawn into those things for the wrong reasons. We want to see them remain strong and be able to apologetically explain what they believe and then show others the way to the church.
And how has the response been so far? Do you already have some people that are ready to get going? Have you done anything official yet, or is this all just in the embryonic stage, or what?
Youth with a Mission in the Tyler Diocese has already been working with quite a few parishes to be their hands and their feet where the church needs them, teaching others how to share their faith. This coming weekend, we have a youth retreat scheduled so that they're going to learn how to have an effective quiet time. The broken heart of Jesus, certain topics that kids really need to understand how Jesus died for them and how to apply it personally.
Let me ask you, I want to know how you got involved in this in the first place. My understanding is, I know you a little bit, that you are a missionary family, and you have been for a while. Tell us, and you're a convert to the faith, right?
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, and also how did your own faith journey get you to become involved in Youth with a Mission and K-Teams?
Well, I actually grew up right out here in Coppell, Texas, when it was.
I can tell by the accent.
When it was a cornfield. It was a cornfield then. My dad was a Church of God of Prophecy pastor. So I have definitely converted. I went the way that most of us did at that time, early 70s, plenty of drug, sex, and rock and roll. That's the way it was. So if preachers' kids did that, everybody else did too. But when I came to the Lord and realized that it truly did not understand the discipleship process, applying what I knew to be true and living it out, and learning to listen to the Lord, walk with the Lord, and just apply what I knew to be true and share it with others. I searched when I came to the Lord for understanding as to a place where I could really grow in my faith. I found Youth with a Mission then. They had just come from California to the property in East Texas, there in Garden Valley. And I sold my home, quit my big management job with Safeway, and went to Youth with a Mission through their discipleship training program. So we've always gone that way. I met my husband at SFA, Nacogdoches, and he had already been through a discipleship program as well. So he did a Christian concert promotion on campus. So we already had the same kind of goals of evangelizing together. And, of course, we got married. 7 kids later, 26 years, we're still doing that, and as well as our kids.
And your kids are involved in this as well, right?
My daughter's in the Catholic YWAM school in Slovakia right now. She's a nurse. I have a son who's been in Israel and everywhere else, one in the Dominican, a daughter who just got back from China last year.
Wow, you're spread out all across the world, huh?
Absolutely. Go ye therefore.